Okay, so I have my eggplant slices lightly dredged in the flour. You can see there's not a lot of flour clinging to them and going to fall off. So I'll take these guys. I have a skillet ready, okay? And this skillet, I have olive oil in this, and it's just below or just at the smoking point. It's not smoking a lot, but it's just right there. And I'll lay these down in the pan, okay? When I put these down in the pan, I put them down so that they fall away from me. That way, and I'll splash hot oil on my clean clothes. Don't want to, or worse, get a burn. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat up maximum. Okay, it takes a couple of minutes, and they'll get slightly browned. Now, a good thing to do is get a paper towel, okay, and I'll put these back into my bowl, okay, with the paper towel. So that will, the paper towels will absorb, if there's a little bit of the olive oil from the eggplants, the paper towel will absorb that. See, you want them to cook a little bit. They don't have to brown. You want them to well, what's the word I'm looking for? You want them to get tender, soft, so that you can roll them up with the cheese mixture. Okay, so these are getting there. Perfect. Do this at a nice high heat. If you do it at a fairly high heat, 400 degrees or so, the eggplant will absorb less of the cooking oil. I shouldn't go on about that, but it's just a fact of life with eggplant. It's a wonderful vegetable. It does some great things. This is almost a variation of eggplant parmesan, but I think it's a little better, a little more elegant. All right, I'll take these out of here and cool them down. See, they're not really brown yet, but they're just starting to get, this one's a little brown, just starting to get soft. And you want them to be nice and soft. I'll shut the skillet off so that they can, they'll roll up nice and easily. I can catch them. Okay. All right, so I let those drain. I'll set them up here with a cool and drain. And while I'm here at the stove, I'm going to make the sauce for them. So I take a little bit of olive oil. Okay. And the secret to this sauce really is I take tomato paste, okay, and I cook it in the oil with some basil, a little bit of basil, a couple of teaspoons here I'm using. Fennel seed, half a teaspoon or so. Put the fennel seed in the olive oil and let that, now I'll brown the tomato paste just slightly. It gets a little bit of a richer red color. You know? It'll get a nice deep color. And this will bring out the flavor of the tomato paste. It almost sweetens it up just a little bit. It's really good. So once that's fried a little, then I'll add some water. With this sauce, there are some options. You can add chopped fresh tomatoes. You can add a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Those go really well. Here's garlic. Okay, I have a clove of garlic chopped up. Goes right in there. A little bit of salt. And that's it. This is your tomato sauce. This does not need to cook all day. You can make this tomato sauce really quickly. You can add a can of chopped tomatoes, you know, the canned tomatoes. You can add a little bit of puree. There's a lot of things you can go. This is just like a basic sauce right here. And it works really nicely on pasta. It's good on like a larger pasta, like a bow tie or a medium shell, something like that. This sauce is really nice. Okay, so what I'll do while this sauce is cooking, I'll take my eggplants and I'll come back over and we'll make a filling, a ricotta cheese filling. Okay, and for that we have, obviously, ricotta cheese. I have some Parmesan cheese, some grated mozzarella cheese. Okay. So, first of all, the ricotta cheese. Okay. This is a nice, it's nice and smooth. Don't ever let me catch you using cottage cheese in this dish. It just won't cut it. It's not the same. They're not interchangeable. So in your lasagnas and in your any manicotti, any baked thing that requires ricotta cheese, use ricotta cheese. Okay, a little bit of mozzarella, Parmesan, okay, salt, what's that, half a teaspoon salt, basil, a little bit of basil, pepper, a little black pepper. You notice I don't use a whole lot of black pepper in my cooking, some, but I prefer mostly chilies, cayenne pepper, jalapeno, chilies like that, or no pepper, a milder dish. Okay, so this is done. Mix that up and that's done. I gotta check this sauce. Lower the heat on that. That's boiling, almost ready. Okay, so take my eggplant slices. I have a baking dish. This dish I have a little olive oil in it. Okay. Take these eggplant slices. Okay, they're still nice and hot. Okay. And what I'll do is I have the nicer looking ones, and I'll take a little cheese mixture and I'll put it right in the center here. Fold this over. Okay, and it makes like a little manicotti. All right. And I could maybe use a little less cheese. And this one, I get a nicer fold. You know, when you're making this dish, look for a fat eggplant, one that's nice and big around. You can get a nice big slice. Nothing wrong with these. Okay, so here I have a little bit of this ricotta cheese. Turn that around. A few more slices. I can hear the sauce boiling away. It's going to be nice. Doesn't need to cook all day, but you cook it maybe 10, 15 minutes. Okay, here's more of these guys. This dish is, it's nice, it's very filling. One of the things with this is if you have a wheat intolerance, you can eliminate or substitute another kind of flour for the dredging of the flour, and you can have a manicotti, which normally is made with wheat pasta, and you can have that just like Mom used to make. Okay, so